All right, well, summer is almost here, and it's time to start thinking about taking the family to the beach, to the pool, all those things. But you want to be safe and keep that top of mind, because sometimes you forget about the basics. Yeah. And so we have a couple of guests here today. Supermoms360.com founder Deborah Stum is here, along with Karen Morrell, the owner of a Floaties swim school in Poway and Eastlake. So yes. Two places.
Yes. Two.
Yes. Okay, thank you both so much for coming in. Now, May is National Drowning Prevention Month, and so this is timely.
It is very timely, and of course Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer, and at Supermoms 360 we really want people to have a great time swimming with their families and their kids, but they really need to be aware of the dangers and things they can do to prevent accidents. And in fact, according to the Consumer Products Safety Commission, 137 children died last year when they drowned in a swimming pool or spa. So we really wanted to make sure to bring Karen from Floaties Swim School here to teach us some things that we can do as parents to prevent those types of accidents from happening.
Right. Well, speaking of timely, I mean, you hear about these things all the time, but just very recently there were two kids who drowned in a backyard swimming pool that didn't have a perimeter around it.
Right.
So, Karen, you're going to talk about some kind of the layers of safety that you should put around these two things.
Right. We talk about layers of safety all the time. Layers of safety start with if you have a pool. So of course, pool fences, the self-latching gates, nets. I prefer fences more than the nets, but it's something. CPR. A parent in the household should definitely be CPR certified. It's very easy. Contact the National Red Cross. They're constantly holding clinics and whatnot. And swim lessons are very important.
Okay, yeah, you're talking about swim lessons, and as the plane flies overhead, you can go. I don't think people realize sometimes how young you can start your kids in swim lessons.
Yes, we actually start as early as 3 months old, and very little. And the babies are very comfortable in the water. Parents ask, like, why start as early as 3 months? Well, they will never develop a fear factor. They'll develop a very healthy respect of the water and being around a pool and whatnot. They learn breath control, and plus it's also a fun bonding experience for the parents. But the earlier you start, the better.
You can actually teach babies to kind of flip too. Is there their own kind of safety?
There are. That is the safety drill. We work on the fundamentals of swimming, so becoming comfortable being submerged in the water. But yes, they can swim and then roll over, take a breath, and then roll back over and continue to use their arms and swim.
And never swim alone. I mean,
never.
For both places. We'll get to the beach aspects in a minute, but that's just it can only take just a few seconds.
Only a couple seconds. It's very it's surprising. I think people are surprised at how fast it happens. You look away to answer your cell phone, and something happens.
Okay, so beach, we all bring our kids to the beach.
Yes.
You know, Deborah did a whole segment about all the things that you can bring there. So you lay out your blanket, you've got all your stuff, but you can't keep your eyes off those kids.
No, never.
So what are some of the things that you should do? Like, obviously the waves are a little intimidating to me because I'm not really a good ocean swimmer.
Right.
But you really need to know where your kids are in the surf.
You should be aware of the conditions of the water. So, you know, if it's obviously heavy waves, move over to the other side of the beach or whatnot. Always the buddy system. When I go to the beach, I'm not a strong swimmer, or I guess I'm a little bit fearful of the waves, so I always will drag my husband along or drag a friend if we're going to go in, but always have a buddy system.
And be careful of diving.
Oh, yes.
Yes, yes. I always teach our kids the importance of, you know, knowing how shallow or how deep the water is and whatnot in the accident. So I just basically say no diving.
Right. In the ocean. And they usually at the beach have the signs too and the flags letting you know what the conditions are, to sort of pay attention to what those conditions are is really important.
It's important, you know. Make your kids aware of those signs and whatnot and let them know, and then obviously you be aware of it too. So
okay, I like the floaties. We're getting in the spirit. Summer's coming. Ladies, thank you so much. Deborah Stum, where can people get more information?
Go onto supermoms360.com and we'll have all of this posted in our Trending Now section. So very timely, Memorial Day.
And how can they find more information on you?
They can go to our website, floatieswimschool.com.
Okay, that's easy. All right. Thank you both very much.
Thank you.
Now we're ready.